Hey everybody, this is Brian Kimskey. I'm about to do the question and answer video that I promised you guys. I'm actually moving, and while I'm taking a break, I decided, wow, it's about time I kept my promise. So, oh look, everybody, I'm wearing the Disciples T-shirt. Yes, awesome band, and it's actually signed by the band. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Thank you guys for signing it. Actually, the band. Love your music. By the way, their new song is out on iTunes, so everybody should go check that out because it's a pretty sick song, in a good way. So, without further ado, let's get to it. All right. Let's see, a couple of questions. Let's start with the Facebook questions, shall we? Alright, the first question is from Heather from Orange County. She says, what do you miss about me? What is this? Can you remind me of the past so that I can be inspired to find myself back to God? Well, hi Heather. Didn't know you followed me on my Facebook and Twitter, but yeah, that's cool. We should really definitely meet up. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Catch up on old times. But I do remember a couple of things I like from you. For those of you that don't know, Heather and I went to Argentina together, and we on a mission trip, and then we were serving them and all that. Heather, one thing I really liked about you is how you jump on everything. Usually when people say, "Oh, do this, do that," they tend to make all these excuses or like complaints like, oh, why do I do it? But you, not you, you just like jump right on it. And not only that, you drag other people somehow with you with your little charm and the love of God and things like that. And I thought that was always something special about you. Like you just wasn't afraid to serve God and to do all that. So I just hope that you reignite that passion again. All right. Yena from South Korea asks, how have you been since deployment? It's been kind of rough, actually. Yeah, people tend, readjusting to a civilian life is pretty hard. So, or rather, it's not really hard. It's just kind of weird. And if you don't really pay attention to some of the things you do, it tends to be I guess you get avoidance issues. Like you're not exactly sure because you're suddenly back into this world, and not everyone is on time like the military. Like everybody's not 15 minutes early, they're 15 minutes late, and it's kind of making you mad. Going to church and again, and like it's very different from the Navy chapel and things like that. So 5 minutes of reading the Bible every night rather than the traditional 40 minutes I always had, it was really a big adjustment. So Esther Spadagastosaurus Choi from, I believe, northern part of LA. Right? Asks, who is your number one fan? Come on, Esther, you know this question. For those of you guys that don't know, Esther is probably gonna be she's my number one fan. Esther is my number one fan, and it's actually kind of cute. She actually made this little Animus poster, and just to let you guys know, the movie is not even out yet. It's not even being produced right now. It's in pre-production, and she still made this little like. Actually, I think I have the photo here. Let me show it to you guys. Yeah, she made this little poster of Animus because there was no poster that existed. How cute is that? And she was asking for autographs and things like that, which is really cool. So yeah, Esther, you're my number one fan, right? At least for now. Does Jesus love me? Oh yes, of course he does. Yes, he does. Doesn't matter who asked that question, right? Jin from the Philippines asks, what happened to APG? For those of you guys that don't know, APG was a band that I was in, and Jin, sorry to say this, but the band broke up. People graduated and college and life and things like that, and I don't serve at the same church anymore. So APG actually, yeah, is split up. However, good news is right now I am putting a band together right now. Not exactly sure what kind of style or where we're going for this, but we are having an audition soon to try and produce this band together. So if you guys know any good bands, send them my way, or singer, instrumentalist, anything. Send them my way. Yeah, I would definitely love to check them out, especially if they have a demo material. Oh, awesome, man. Let's see. Jin from Kentucky asks, how about a short testimony? Well, I don't really have a short testimony. I'm guessing you're asking me how I met Jesus Christ. Well, I met Jesus Christ on a retreat. I went on a retreat not because I was religious. As a matter of fact, I didn't really go to church much. But I did tag along to this retreat because I liked the girl that went. But that's a different story. And then, I ended up meeting Jesus through that. So, and I think, like most people, when you first accept Jesus Christ, it gets pretty hard because, I don't know how you grew up, but in my area, Jesus freak wasn't exactly a popular thing to be. So, let's see. Who is your favorite band? I've been getting that question a lot recently. I just came back from Kentucky, and everybody was asking me who's your favorite band. And I came back here, and people were asking me who's your favorite band. And now on Twitter, someone's asking who's your favorite band. That's a hard question for me because I don't know who my favorite band is. And almost every artist nowadays is like a band. Like Chris Tomlin, it's like he has this Chris Tomlin band. It's not just him. But I'm gonna have to pick. If I had to pick one of the old traditional bands like U2 and Beatles, definitely I'm a big Beatles, Bee Gees, U2 fan. Actually, you know what? I went to a Bee Gees concert, and they haven't had like a concert in like 33 years, and it was at the Dodger Stadium, and that was like one of the highlights of my life because it was really cool to see the Bee Gees just sing some of their classic songs. And out of the Christian side, there definitely has to be like Skillet. Woo, Skillet fan! Oh yeah. Yeah. How did you get into the industry? I'm guessing you're asking me about the film industry, because I do a lot of things, I guess. How did I get into the film industry? I actually started out in a job shadow program, and then from there, someone kind of, I guess, noticed me, and then he hired me on his production studio as an intern. And then from there, I started working with different Hollywood people, and went on from there. I was always a writer. Like, I had an eye for story, as people would say, but something tragic happened and made me stop writing for a long time. And I've been recently getting back into writing. But other than that, I do sound. Love everything about sound. So, do you like your job? Actually, it gets kind of hard, and the people you have to deal with gets really hard because they have every kind of people, and then not everybody is nice. So it has a stressful moments where you just want to literally like tear your head off, like 14, 16-hour days, because not everybody follows the union laws. So, yeah, there are times you want to rip your head off, but you know what? It's totally worth it. I just love the stress. I just can't get enough of it. Let's see, what else do we got? What are you doing now? Actually, right now, I'm working on a film with Disney. It's called Sat Moon, and really excited about that. It's still really early in this pre-production stages, so we're not sure where it's gonna go, but we'll see where that goes. I'll keep you guys posted, and if you guys want, go ahead and follow the Twitter for that. I'm also working on a horror and mystery film called Animus. It's gonna be really cool. There's also a Twitter for that, so go ahead and follow that for updates. Doing sound work here and there, and also, like I said, I'm trying to put a band together. I'm not gonna be in it, but I'm just gonna be the music producer for them. And I'm also apparently a judge at Pan Pacific Film. Thank you guys so much. If you're anybody from Pan Pacific Film is watching, I am very honored to be one of the judges. So thank you so much. And if you guys are coming, please hit me up on Twitter and let me know, because I would love to meet you, right? And just talk about the industry and what you do and what I do, and I would just love it. So just hit me up if you're in the area. You know what's funny is, of all the questions, I get the most questions about Taylor Swift, and I find that very interesting because I'm this random Asian guy. Like most of the question that I get about Taylor Swift, like I just scroll down here, is what do you think of her new single? I'm sipping on bottled water, people. What do you think? You think I normally drink bottled water? No, that song totally convinced me. And yeah, Kirkland water. Yeah, sipping on bottled water by myself. Yeah. Now, if I could just find somebody to sip the water with. Yeah. That was pretty weird. Thanks a lot, you guys, for your questions. I enjoyed answering them. Now I gotta get back to work. So, let's do this again. Yeah. Just keep an eye out. Just ask me a bunch of questions on Facebook or Twitter. Twitter is preferable for me. So, yeah. Would love to make this video again. Thanks a lot, guys.